no, you're Red Bull, sorry.
Oh, you know what we can talk about? Something me and you can talk about. It's what we talked about last time.
Which was?
Our life after surgery.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure, let's talk about that. Yeah, okay, let's talk about that.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Hey guys, what's up? We're here. This is the start of the episode.
Yeah.
We're here in one of the crew to study rooms. Special guest today, Red Bull.
Yeah.
We recorded some stuff with Red Bull on last week, but it all got lost because I didn't want to use it because it was terrible audio. So we're here now. We're going to talk about our common experiences in the hospital because we both got hospitalized for differing reasons of different severity, but yeah, we're still hospitalized. So, do you want to talk about your experience and what that was about?
Well, I had appendicitis. My appendix got ruptured.
That was terrible.
So I was in pain for like a week prior to the hospital, and I was like, it's
and
probably
you didn't do anything. I remember. Okay, funny story. I had this very vivid memory of being sitting with Red Bull on this couch, and then she's there like panicking, like in so much severe pain. She's like, oh, I'm dying, and then she wouldn't do anything about it. So.
So future note, if you're in pain, act on it. Go to the doctor.
That's a good idea, yeah.
Because when I went to the hospital, they were like, you should not be able to walk right now. I was like, yeah.
And you couldn't walk, apparently, because you were in so much pain.
Yeah, no, I couldn't really walk that much, but yeah. So...
How long did you stay in the hospital for?
I was there for about a week and a half. Not too long.
Week and a half, okay.
Yeah. It felt like forever, though. I won't lie to you. It felt like forever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was really scary because I initially I went to the clinic, just like a walk-in clinic, because I was like, what is this? Like, let's go check it out on Friday. And he's like, I think you need to go to emergency right now. I was like, oh, okay. Okay, guys. What a plot twist. And then we're there, and then I go home and everything gets packed up, and then we're going to the hospital, and I'm just listening to my music because I'm so dissociated from life. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I'm at the hospital, and they're making me take painkillers and stuff because I'm sitting there in pain. And then I think at 4 or 5 in the morning, they finally get us a room, and they're checking stuff out. And then that whole kind of morning was just doing tests and stuff, ultrasounds and things like that. And then it was the waiting, the waiting.
Oh,
what's
wait.
the verdict, And so, and then the surgeons came and they're like, hey, so we actually have to do surgery. And I was like, what the fuck, bro? I was like, what is happening? And I was really distraught because I was like, I have a midterm.
Yeah.
I have so many midterms. And I just, I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know how long I was going to be in the hospital for, whatever. And so they told my parents that, she'll be out tomorrow. But then they went to go do the surgery. Oh my god. Before the surgery, you're not allowed to eat anything.
Yes.
That's such a painful, brutal
It is
way.
painful. It is brutal. Because I was...
Ooh. And then there's that period where you're not even allowed to have water.
Yes. Okay, that was the worst. That was the worst. Okay, the food one was tolerable. But the water? Yes, the water was terrible.
I needed water so bad. My mouth, it was so, my body could not function. I was like, I feel way too weak for surgery, but obviously they know what they're doing. But, it's just, that's, the worst state of being.
It was terrible. So it was so bad. It was terrible.
Yeah, and so then going for surgery, and then turns out, and then when they go in, when they're making the incisions, they find out that my appendix is actually ruptured. It was intact that morning, but then it was ruptured.
You didn't feel anything? Oh, you didn't feel it?
I was on painkillers.
Oh, you didn't feel it? Oh my god, it's terrible. Yeah. Holy cow.
I mean, I feel like I would have been passed out of pain if I felt it. Because that would hurt a lot.
Yeah, that would hurt a lot.
That would hurt a lot.
I can imagine that would hurt a lot.
In the morning ultrasound, it was perfectly intact. But obviously it was built up so they could see okay, this is appendicitis.
Mm-hmm.
But then, yeah, they saw he saw that it ruptured, and so then So then, you know, they had to put me on more, like, drugs and
More
stuff.
drugs.
And then, yeah, and then I see, like, you know, like, we're going into, like, not the room, because initially we were supposed to go to a short stay room, but then and then they were just taking me up to, like, an actual hospital room, and I was like, well, what is this? Like, what's happening? And I was so out of it, and, like, you know, it was so weird, and, like, for me, since it was, like, my stomach, basically, they had to pump gas into it, right?
Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah, it was pretty nasty, but the worst part is that it was so heavy.
Oh, that feels even weirder. Oh,
No,
because
because my stomach was, like, because one, I had no, like, strength in my body whatsoever.
Oh, that sounds so weird.
And now I'm just being weighed down by this one, like, part of, like, the core of my body is just being weighed down.
Oh, that sounds so weird.
It was so, like, it was really weird. And everything, and I had, like, you know, I had everything patched up. Like, my belly button.
Your belly
My
hole.
belly hole. My belly button.
Your belly hole.
Yeah, because they had to make I think it was, like, 12 millimeter incision in there to put the probe in. Like, I still have stitches in there. It's quite gross. I don't like it. But yeah, like, I had, like, 3 little patches of, like, incisions or whatever. And it was so, like, scary. Because, like, one, I was, like, high off these drugs. And I was like, and I was literally crying because I was like, what's happening? You know, like, what's happening? And, like, and I was so hungry. But all I could have was water. And then, oh my God, they got me Jello. Where's they get the fucking...
No, I love the Jello. What do you mean? The Jello's awesome, dude.
I threw up every single
so
time. I was so excited to have Jello. I cannot start it. This is so gross. Oh my God. Oh my God, so I had Jello. Oh my God. I had Jello. I'm gonna stop saying it now. Anyway.
Okay, well...
And yeah, so I kept throwing up. It was really bad. Like, and like the first few days were so bad. Like, I was
surgery,
like... Yeah, and I was like, I'm never gonna get out of this hospital, is like how I felt that whole week and a half.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm never gonna get out of here. You know, like, and it was like, you're trying to stay positive, but at the same time, it's like, you know, like, it's like something's gonna go wrong. You know, I'm not gonna be able to leave.
It's like, honestly, it was kind of scary, because, like, this is a huge operation, and there was really only one doctor that knew, like, how the bones in this... Like, apparently, like, okay, I needed an orthopedist, or whatever that's called. I don't know, but like, I needed a very specific kind of surgeon to do the surgery for me. And it took, like weeks to book it. To book the guy. Or book her, sorry. And then it's just, like... And then, like, just... okay, before the surgery, I wasn't nervous at all. I feel like I was still numb from all the trauma I experienced. But, like, after I realized, like, how dangerous it could have been, how much it could have messed it up, you know? I've heard stories of people, like, eating beforehand and it's going horribly wrong. And I'm so glad I had nothing. I'm so happy I conformed. I did nothing. But I remember the first time I saw my stitches, I was like, this is not real. This is no way this is real. Because, I mean,
it's like freaky looking.
Yes. I was on the bed the whole time, right? And the only time I ever got up to be able to see this side of my leg was when I went to go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom, I'm like, oh my God, what is this thing on me?
Yeah.
I'm like, this is horrifying.
Oh my God,
and I'm like, are they sure they finished it? Like, it looks so bloody. It looks so, like, like, are you sure this is the end result and they're looking for? Like, I was like, this is insane. This is horrifying. And even now, like, showering, even now, I get jump scared sometimes. I'm like, just like, oh, what's that on my leg? Is that like an insect? Like, what is that on my leg? And then I'm like, oh my God. And I look down and I see, oh God, it actually is real. But honestly, yeah, it's just weird. It feels weird. It just, yeah, I don't know. I don't like any. I remember it hurt a lot. I couldn't sleep on my side.
Me too.
For so
I was
long.
allowed to sleep on my side.
Because it hurt so much. I was like, oh my God, this hurts so much. I can't do this.
For me, they said I couldn't sleep on my side because if I did, then everything would just spill out because the stitches were brand new. I was like, okay, that really won't be doing that.
That's nasty.
But it was so uncomfortable to sleep. But like, do you also remember like just like you wouldn't actually be sleeping?
Yes.
Like, for me,
okay.
Like I would be sleep, but like I knew that okay, like the doctors are gonna come. I'm gonna get a blood test right now. They're gonna come check.
Yes, exactly.
Like I was so aware of it whole setting.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Like it just felt so different.
Yeah.
It felt so different to actually sleeping. I feel like I haven't slept an actual like good night's rest since that.
Yeah.
Since my surgery. Honestly,
Yeah.
like it's.
And it's like
I feel like it changed my body's perception of what sleep actually is, and now I don't know what to do and how to actually sleep. I feel like I've lost my ability to sleep now.
yeah, like for me, like when I first came home, I had to like I could not sleep on my back like at all. Like and like at that point it had been a while, and so they said you can sleep on your side, but make sure you have like tons of like cushion on your stomach, so like it's not like
Too much weight on it.
yeah. And so, like, even, like, I remember this feeling last night. Like, like, I was like, okay, like, I need to keep something under my stomach. Like, I still feel
so
like
nasty. It's been, like, how long has it been? It's been, like, 3 months?
It's been 4 months.
4 months. Oh,
yeah.
man.
But, like, I still feel like I can't sleep on my side. Like, I'm not supposed to sleep on my side. Like, in my head, that's how I feel.
Yes, nasty, though.
It was just like you can put like a couch, or not a couch.
A couch.
I can put like a cushion
yeah.
or like something underneath, just like so when I'm sleeping on my side, it doesn't like spill out.
That's nasty.
You think that's nasty? Cause she's something like that's.
I mean, he's gonna be recording, but like, if you want to
well,
say
I'm
it's like...
fine saying it. I'm
Okay,
comfortable.
go ahead, say
I'm
it.
fine with gory stuff, but so when they do an incision in your belly button, they have to enlarge it.
Oof.
So,
okay, maybe.
So for me, it was so crazy because I was like, oh my god, I look so weird.
Did you see it?
Yeah, because one day he was like, oh, like we can, because it was patched up. It was patched up, okay? It was patched up for like a few days and stuff, and then I was like, oh, like, like my stitches just hurt sometimes, and he's like, oh, that's completely normal. And then he's like the surgeons, I mean, and then,
Your phone fell out?
yeah, and then, so one day he was like, oh, like, let's just take a look at the stitches, and he ripped it off, and I was like, ah! It was so weird, it was such a weird feeling,
Okay. Life after surgery it's been okay. I mean, like, I did lots of, like, physiotherapy, but that was for me, obviously. Yeah. But,
for me, it was, like, a lot of, like, getting back to eating, and, like...
Okay, honestly, that for me, too, honestly. Eating was such a pain. You know what was actually the biggest pain? Going to the bathroom. I had to relearn going to the bathroom.
God,
Yeah,
same.
Same.
It was I was like, how do I do, like, and it's like, you have no strength in your body.
Exactly. I'm like, how do I do this?
Dude, and like, I just had, like, my cart, with, like, the items like that, but, like, without that, I would have fell 50 times on the way,
Exactly.
It was so bad.
Okay,
I was so exhausted.
It was terrible. Okay, for me, it was...
Do you have anything to talk about?
No, this is why it's your segment, because it's for you.
Oh, it's my segment.
It's your segment. Yeah,
so
there's all this.
I think Connor McDavid is an amazing player. Oh no, is this gonna out who I am? Ooh.
Okay, well, you're lying.